Okay. Hello. I don't know if we are recording yet, so I am just going to get myself the rest of the way set up here since I just moved a bunch of things around. Hello and welcome to my live video for tonight. I'm just waiting on my thing here to go. There it is. There it is. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Live with me. It's good to see you. Hello, Lucy and Elizabeth and Caleb. I'm glad you're joining me, even for however long you have. So I know Caleb, you usually have to leave early, which is totally fine. Totally cool. And we got April and Jessica. Hey, you guys. So, how's everybody's week been going? So glad you're all here. Let's see, we got Sherry, Christy, Haley, Tracy. Hello, hello, hello. I cannot believe we are already at Thursday again. I feel like my hair's kind of a mess. Like, whoo, I need to adjust this. Yeah, I'm so glad that you guys are all here today. Friday morning for, yeah, which makes it even better, right? Because Fridays beat Thursdays hands down. So, like, jealous of that. There we go. That's better, kind of. Woo! Yes, so we are at Thursday. We are at Thursday. We are a little bit more than a week away from Halloween, which is insane. I can't even believe it. What is today? The 22nd? Yes, the 22nd. Crazy. So today my plan is to take you guys through the next 3 days of my October. Today my plan is to take you guys through the next 3 days of my October daily album. I've got a day where we did some Snapchat filters, a day where we made some Halloween lunch, as I do breakfast for lunch on Tuesdays, but we do it Halloween themed during the month of October. And then I've also got our costume dinner night to document. So I'm super excited about that. Now, as per usual, I will most likely finish those spreads super quickly because a lot of it was prepped ahead of time. So if you haven't seen any of my prep videos, those are all here on YouTube and take you through like the foundation parts of putting those pages together. So I highly recommend checking those out if you have not. Because today we're just going to be putting in the stories and the photos and adding any last little bits and pieces for embellishments. Then once we finish up those, because we will, then we're going to move into a couple of more bonus pages that I have planned for today. So I'm really excited to get to those because, you know, those are not really prepped at all. So that'll be a lot of fun. So yes, hello everybody. Mary and Lisa and Joanne and April, Ash, Mel, Kate. You guys, I'm so excited that you are all here. So I always like to start like this if I can, just so you guys can see my face and not always stare at my paint chipped hands. But I will go ahead and get you guys turned around so we are facing my desk, and then we are just going to jump in and get started. So you guys ready for this? Let's do it. So it is going to be a little janky. I just, you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to get you turned around and then we will go from there. All right. So now we just need to make sure that you guys are good and straight. Get this guy plugged in so we don't die. And I think that that will be good. Looks good to me. All right, so you guys get to see my tape like usual because for whatever reason on these live videos, my camera shows a lot more of my desk. I wish during my normal videos it showed this much because then I would have a lot more space to work with. But the black tape marks are what I use when I am filming my videos to make sure that you guys can see what it is I am doing because otherwise I could be doing something off screen and have no idea. So let's jump right in. So I am currently in my second album. As you guys know, I purchased 2 of these to work in this year because I knew with all of the interactive pieces that I wanted to include that they were definitely not going to fit in just one album. And I'm actually questioning if it's even going to fit in 2. So we'll see what happens from there. Next year I might have to go with a different size just so I have a bigger spine to work with. I am sorry if you can hear my kids screaming upstairs. It is bath time and they are getting ready to go up and take a bath and go to bed for the night. So you may or may not hear them a little bit. So yes, I'm in the second album that I'm working on. Hello everybody who has come in. I am so glad you guys are here. Okay, so we've got this first day that was all about the trip to the pumpkin patch with all the tags that come out and some additional pieces in here. Then I've got the shutters page that came out, I think I just posted this one recently, where all the little pieces open and then there are things behind all of the windows. I really love how this one turned out. It's so cool. And then the last story I had told in this album was about some candy bark that we made. So now I'm working on the back of this page. So first we're going to work on some Snapchat filters. Now, full disclosure, I had originally intended for day, whatever it was, not 21, for day 19, yes, to be our costume dinner night. But the day got away from us. I forget what happened. I think we found out that our car, yes, that's what it was, because it was Monday. We found out that our car, which had broken down on the way to, it hadn't broken down, something happened to it as we were driving to the apple orchard on Friday to go to the corn maze. And we drove it to the mechanic going really slow, dropped it off there, and they couldn't tell us anything until Monday because they needed to call for parts and whatnot. Well, come to find out, we actually have to replace the entire engine. And we found that out on Monday, in addition to like what the cost will be, and it just kind of like ruined the day. So I rearranged some things. So I took the page that's going to be our costume dinner night and I moved it to last night. So we actually did this last night instead of on Monday, which was totally fine. So that just goes to show that sometimes you can prep your pages like this and things will happen that cause you to change your plans. For me, all that I did, I knew that I wanted this to be a 2-page spread. So I just looked through my book for where is another day that I can add in a 2-page spread and maybe add a filler or something. And it just happened that a couple days later, I had a space. So I just moved it and that was totally fine. So instead we did Snapchat filters. Yeah, ouch is right. It's not fun. Luckily, like it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We're in a fine position where we can take care of it. And we're very, very lucky to be in a position where we're going to be okay. It just, 2020 just wants to kick our butt, and that's all there is to it. So we're going to jump into what is now going to be day 19 and not day 21. And this is going to be poor hamster car. Yeah, so I have a Kia Soul, which is back in the day, they used to do commercials where they had hamsters driving them. So my car is the hamster car. And actually what we decided to do with it, we thought we would just scrap it and like call it a loss and just be a 1-car family for the time being. We are still planning to be a 1-car family, but we're actually going to fix my car because it's the better of the 2 that we own, minus the engine problems. Once the engine problems are taken care of, then we have a great car. So we're going to fix it, and then we're going to actually sell my husband's car instead, and hopefully that will help us recoup some of the cost, and we'll still just be a 1-car family, which we decided was fine because we have had we have had both of our cars die over the last 6 months. Because we don't drive them enough anymore now that we're both working from home. So we're like, we have no need to have 2 cars and then have one that keeps dying. Like they keep alternating because, we can't seem to get it together. So instead we're just going to sell one and be a 1-car family. It'll be fine. We actually live a walk away from our downtown. So that's kind of nice. Like we're not stranded in the middle of nowhere. We're really, really close to town. Okay, so let me get started on this. So here's my idea. I had originally had this planned to go on this side. I want this web to cover us because I think that's awesome. This is a Snapchat filter that I found. I just I searched on Snapchat for ghost, like a ghost filter. And this was one that we found. And I just like, oh, I loved it so much. So, this is going to be my big photo here because it's so cool. I need to make this like my phone cover because I just love it. Anyway, and Izzy loves taking the creepy photos with me. Like, she is a spooky girl at heart and I love it so much. So this is going to be my full page photo. And since I want this to cover us and to be like a title on top, I'm actually going to attach it to the top of this photo, and then we will just cut the slits in it to let it flip up instead of moving back and forth. So that is what I'm going to do to pivot on this page, which is a pretty easy thing to do, right? Because all I have to do is add some washi, because I'm just going to attach it with washi. It's easier, especially since it's acetate and, you know, we'll be able to see through. All right, let me get this positioned here. This is one of my favorite parts about having one of these cutting boards here, is I use it to square everything off and make sure things are straight without using a ruler or anything like that. Now, I still will make mistakes. Not everything is perfect, but it does serve a really awesome purpose that way. All right, let me see what you guys have done. So so lots of you guys have the Kia Soul. Yes, the Kia Soul. That is my car. And you guys, I love that car. I love that car. I bought it. It's the first car I ever bought myself. And I bought it back in 2012. So it is currently, what is that, 8 years old? Yes, 8 years old. And it has never had a problem, not a single problem until this happened. Basically what happened to ours, and I don't know if it's a problem for like the specific cars that came out in 2012, it might be. But a part broke off of the engine and punctured where the oil goes. So it like shot through it. And I mean, we're very lucky that it didn't catch on fire or something, because it could have. And, you know, there's a lot to be grateful for. But we're going to revive and keep the Kia because we love the Kia Soul. Yes. Oh, is it blurry right now? It's not blurry on my screen, like on my iPad that I'm watching. Okay, so it's clear for some of you. All right, good. Yeah, because the one that I'm looking at, it's clear on it. Okay. All right, good. Well, thank you for the heads up, just in case it was something on my end. I super appreciate that. So, oh, Lisa, you're not that late. You're like, what time is it right now? You're here 10 minutes. The first part of this is me just babbling. So, yeah, you missed absolutely nothing. Except hearing about all my car troubles, which, you know, is fun. Okay, so we got this attached with some washi tape here. So now that this is good to go, I'm going to go ahead and adhere my photo down onto the back of the previous day's page here. And then we will get this thing embellished a little bit. How does it choose the worst? Oh, that's interesting. I never knew that. Just looking at your guys' comments about the settings and the clarity and all that. That's really cool. It's good to know in case that ever happens to me when I'm watching a live. Okay, there we go. And then I just need to punch my holes. Grab my hole punch here. So that was the beginning of our week, which was fun. And since then, the week has gotten much better, right? Because we figured out what we're doing moving forward, and you know, it's been a good week since then. And we did have a really fun time with our costume dinner last night. So I will definitely tell you guys all about that once we get to it. So seriously, how cool is this? I love it. Okay, love it. So what I've got next is I was planning to put this eek here and this October here, so that when we flip it up, I've got another piece of square cut that I can then add to the back of it. I should have done my journaling before. I didn't even think about that for this one. That's okay. I'll probably do my journaling off screen just because it does take, like, I do have to be kind of quiet to do that. So it's hard to talk and write thoughts at the same time. So I will do that off screen, and you guys will see it when I share photos of these pages at some point. I also realized today that I don't think I ever shared photos of the spreads from the last live. So I need to do that as well when I do these. I'll just do them like all at once. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just seeing what you guys have been talking about. Still quality. Yes. So how's everybody else's week been going? Have you guys done anything fun? Whether it's Halloween related or just, you know, fun related. Okay, so this is gonna go right here, and then that's gonna be my spread for this. Now, you know what? I wonder, I have an idea. Oh, let me see if I can find something that would go there. Although everything, the only problem is that everything, so I'm like, if I had a circle that I could cover that up with, it would work too. But, like, it just says brew. That's funny. That would work for a different kind of page. All right. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, I love that. Okay, we're gonna do that right there. So, okay, let me see what you guys all did this week. Playing with filters the other day. Yes. They're so fun. Okay, so one of the pages I'm going to be working on today, one of the bonus pages, I'm putting it in Izzy's, her album, and it's all about how we do the spooky Snapchat filters every year. So I've got like 8 of them, of the 2 of us, and they're so awesome. So that inspired an entire story all of its own. All right, there we go. What else do we got? Virtual school. Mom's night out. So virtual school, what are you going to school for right now? That's really, I mean, lucky that we've got virtual school, but yeah, I understand that school can literally take everything out of you, for sure. Your mom got cleared. Lisa, I love how every week we get to hear updates on your mom. Like, we get to find out how she's doing, and that's awesome. I love that. So I'm really glad that she's cleared and everything's good with her. That's super awesome to hear. Okay. All right, you guys, do I add this here or do I just leave it blank? I kind of like it. Here we go. This is where I get in trouble because I just love dimension. I can't help it. I can't help myself. Can't help it. Let me see. Comedy show at a drive-in. That's super cool. Sit in the back of the truck outside. And what else? Oh, I missed. Nothing fun. House hunting. Yes. House hunting is fun and not fun at the same time. Yeah. Add it. Okay, I'm doing it. Thanks, Jen. I'm doing it. I'm adding it. So yes, house hunting is like fun and not fun at the same time because I can't imagine doing it right now, especially with everything being what it is and just like all the extra precautions and everything. But what's really interesting is in our neighborhood, I feel like more homes have sold this year than the last 3 years that we've lived here. Like so many homes have gone for sale. Yeah, that's cool. What else? I don't want to miss what you guys have been up to. Comedy show. So for the comedy show at the drive-in, did you go and see somebody in particular, or was it just kind of like a, what do I want to say? Like a independent type person? Like, I'm super curious. So, okay, so all I'm going to do after we get off the live here is I'm going to add my journaling by hand on this. Just because that will be easiest. And I don't have a ton to say other than like, you know, we had fun taking Snapchat filters because I'm doing a whole separate page about it. So I don't feel like I need to add a ton of details. So I'm just going to handwrite on here, add this on, and then that will be good. And that gives me a place for journaling on this particular page. So when you guys see this later, you'll see that. Next, I'm going to move on to this page, which is all about our spooky breakfast for lunch day, which we did. So actually, let me clear this off of here. We did spider eggs for our lunch on Tuesday. The kids love it so much. They ask me every day if it's our spooky lunch day. like it doesn't matter. We had spooky lunch on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday they were like, "Oh, do we get to have spooky lunch again?" And I was like, "No, it's one day a week, you guys, one day." So here's spider eggs, and here's the beauty. They are powdered donut holes. That is it. Powdered donut holes. Because if you've ever seen spider eggs before, they look like mini, itty bitty tiny balls of white web. Because that's basically what they are. So we got some white donut holes and added them to a plate with a bunch of like plastic spiders and called it spider eggs. So that was really fun. Sorry, I'm going to see really quick before I get back because it's hard to buy. Yes, hard to buy. Okay. Amish country, Ohio, leaf peeling and cider drinking. Yes, hybrid class. Snow. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to catch back up to you guys. So this one I'm just going to create like a cluster on the page. 42 showings in 3 days. Yeah, it is a seller's market for sure. We love where we live. And if we didn't love it, like this would be a great time to sell because they are selling like wildfire. Like it is crazy how fast they are flying off the market. Okay, this is all I'm doing here. This is why I'm like, see you guys, this is going to be so simple and fast. Yes, spider eggs equals donut holes. Yes. So this is something that I did before as well. I feel like I did this when I did my cut files prep pages, and it is a spider web stencil from the Halloween market, which is Cartabella. And I just used it on my jelly plate with black and white paint, and that's it. And then I just picked it up and made my own print. So from here, all I'm going to do is add some things onto it, call it a cluster. It's all, all good. Oh, hey, Steph, I'm so glad you're here. Yes. And then after I finish doing the live tonight, I'll add my journaling to this as well. So this one was a mistake. I should have added that before. I usually do. The only reason I didn't do this one is because I knew that a portion of it is going to be covered up by my photo. And so I don't want to like ruin where my journaling is going to go. I don't want to hide it. So we're just going to put it here. These are pieces, I believe this is from the Boo Crew. I could be wrong, but it looks kind of like that line. The Boo Crew like tags and pieces, ephemera pieces. This is just going to go right smack on here. And then I've got this little wood veneer piece that is from Colorcast Designs. It's actually from last year, her release. And I bought them, I believe, after the season was over. So I had like the whole set to work with this year, which is really fun. And there was the spider one, so that seemed like it worked out great. Okay, so we're just going to stick this on here. Here's the cool thing about Colorcast Designs is the wood veneer is super duper thin and it is sticky backed. So I don't have to add adhesive to it. And it just, yeah, it's super easy. I love her stuff. Okay, so there we go, you guys. There's day 20. So we've got our spooky filters, and we've got our spider eggs. So I will add journaling, and then those will be done. So let's move on to the main event, which is our costume dinner night. So like I said, this one I prepped before October hit. So I've got the frames that I'm going to fill in with pictures, and then I did do my journaling, which I need to pull out here. I did go ahead and type up my journaling on these things. So what this is I took these pieces, this witch and this witch, and I traced them onto some white paper. Then I could put this into my typewriter, add my journaling to it below. So the reason there's a line and it starts halfway down is because when this spins, there's going to be a portion that like you won't be able to see super great. So I wanted to make sure to start it far enough down that I wouldn't obscure the journaling. Which it might still even be further down than it needed to be, but that's okay. I would rather have that than cover stuff up. So now all I need to do is cut these things out, and we will add it to the page here. So it's going to be, this one's going to be super simple, which is nice. And yeah, I just wanted it to be hidden journaling that we could swivel and see from, you know, like once we lift everything up. I should probably, I tell you guys this all the time, like use your fussy cutting scissors to fussy cut things out, and here I am trying to use my giant ones, so. do what I say, not what I do. All right, so we're going to just get this cut out. So what I talked about for our costume dinner, first of all, costume dinner was really fun. It probably would have been more fun if my 5-year-old wasn't in a poor mood. So a couple things about Izzy. So she is somebody, like, she does okay with surprises. Like, she's okay, but she's also a little bit like her mama in that we like to know things way ahead of time. So I should have, like, reminded her in the morning that this is what we were doing, and, you know, maybe she would have been more excited about it as we got towards it. All right, let me erase this line. Okay. Whoop, there it goes. All right. So she probably would have been more excited about it if I had, like, really, like, talked it up about how fun we were going to have, how much fun we were going to have. But I didn't. So then it got to the night and I was like, oh my gosh, go get your costumes on. We're doing a dinner. And she wasn't having it. Then she got her costume on and was okay. But then I, like, did her hair too tight. So then that was a whole ordeal. And then after that, she's like, oh, my costume isn't comfortable because the tag and blah, blah. So she was just, like, throwing a fit the whole time. And we were doing our best to, like, still have a good attitude, still have fun. And eventually we wanted to take pictures, and she was not having that. So she's a strong girl, you guys. She's just a strong girl, and it's fine. It's fine. But we were taking pictures, and she didn't want to do it. So then we were like, well, do you know who would really like to get a picture of you in your costume? And they would just be so happy to get a picture of you in your costume, would be your Tito. Now, Tito is my husband's dad, and my daughter is obsessed with him. So, so we're like, Tito would love to get a picture of you in your costume. And she like thought about it for all of 5 seconds. And then she was like, okay, you can take a picture of me. You can take a picture of me now. That's okay. So, yeah, that was like, that was our night. That's how it went. But we still had fun, and we still got our costumes on. Everything fit, which was good. It allowed us to use our costumes more than once. And next year I will remember, because I will do this again for sure. Like, I will for sure do another costume dinner night, because that was really fun. But next year I will remember to tell her that, you know, it's coming way ahead of time. So it's not a surprise. That is the lesson that we have learned. Okay, so I am going to take this guy down. We'll see if I just did that backwards or if this still works out. Maybe I should have stuck on here first. We'll find out. It'll be fine. It'll be great. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that we got this positioned right where we want it to go. So we're going to go right here. That looks good. Cool. And then we can put this back on top. And that will give us our journaling for the day. Okay. So there is journaling spot number 1, which goes under the witch. Cool. Right, so now when we swivel it, we can read the journaling, which is fun. So yeah, so I guess I could have started it up higher and ended it sooner so that I could have trimmed off even more, but it's fine. So let me, while we're on this one, go ahead and add some pictures. So I knew ahead of time that I needed some that were wider and some that were not as wide. So these two go on the other page. So then I cropped them to fit specifically inside of where these frames go. So what I'm going to do, and I should say, when I prepped this, I just added like a tiny little bit of adhesive underneath here, knowing that I wanted to put the photos in, and that after I did that, I could adhere the rest of it down. So what we'll do is add adhesive to the back of the photo here, and then stick this behind, oh, and there's one of my hairs. You guys, I shed all over the place. Does anybody else do that? Are any of you guys like shedders? Because I sure am. I sure am. Okay, so I want to get this down in here so we can see everybody's face. Might not be far enough over. That looks good. So we get to see Erin from the nose up, which is fine. That's kind of funny. All right, and then we'll trim off the excess here. And then we just need to tape it down. So I'm going to just take it back off, and then we will re-adhere it. Okay. That way we get the whole thing covered. So you are going to go there, there, and there. Okay. So there's frame number one. So we, in case you don't know, I'm sure most of you probably already know, we are dressing up as the Powerpuff Gang for Halloween. So Izzy is Bubbles, Jonah is Mojo Jojo, I am the teacher, who I forget her name, and Erin is Professor Utonium, who's like the father figure to the girls. So it's really fun. So I got like a black wig, which is funny. Like, it's so funny to see me with black hair because I look so much. My mom nowadays has blonde hair, but growing up she always had really dark hair. So whenever I see like stuff like this, it just makes me like, I look like her so much. It's crazy. Okay, so you know, the other thing I wanted to do here, let me see how I can get you to work. One of these is dead and needs to just be garbaged, and one of them is still good. Oh yeah, there we go. So you are garbage. Got here. All right, so then I was thinking of drawing lines to make them look like, they're hanging on these little pieces. So I think I will do that here. I'm just going to like do it like this for now. Just put some adhesive here and here and here and try to rub it off my I need to clean this so bad because I just stick stuff to it and then like try to rub it off, and for the most part that works, but sometimes I miss some sticky. Okay, so we'll get this down. There we go. Oh, what is your favorite phrase? I need it for my book, and he lets me. That's so cute. I wish Izzy would do that with, well, I need this for my scrapbook. You know, she makes me stuff, and she'll be like, this is for your books, which is really sweet and cute. So I'll take that, I guess. That works for me. All right, so let's do this one next. So there's Aaron in his, like, professor/scientist uniform, and JoJo with his costume. So for JoJo's costume this year, we pieced it all together because there's no such thing as a Mojo Jojo costume. And I got him a purple cape. Well, first of all, I got him a monkey suit, a purple cape, a blue vest, and then I got him a white hat, and I used purple puffy paint to to make the lines on it so it looks like his hat. And it worked out. Yeah, I'd say we did a pretty decent job on it. Okay, there we go. So there's that one. And let's get this one down on here as well. So there's that frame. Let's see if I got any sticky on there. Yep. Sure did. I should just put a piece of scrap paper down. That would probably solve a lot of that problem. And then this one is like the cute picture of Izzy, the only cute picture she let us take for Tito. So that's what goes in. My mom, she does, she gets that all the time, that like people ask if we're all sisters, which is so funny. It makes her feel good, and that's awesome. You know, because she's a young mom. That was one of the things. So like I am a fairly young mom, and that was always one of the reasons I wanted to be a young mom, is because I grew up having a young mom, and it just was really, it was quite a joy, you know. Okay. I think that's fine. All right, let's trim this, and then that will be that. Yep. And we got all the pictures in, so then all I have to do is add this last little bit of journaling underneath. Yeah, hair everywhere, yes. All right, so we'll finish this one up. Hey, Tashi, welcome, welcome. I hope your call that you were on earlier went well. Glad that you're here. Okay, so while I am working on the journaling here, what do you guys think? Should I mean, I did stick these on here, so it would make sense, right, to draw lines around them. Do I just freehand it? Like, that's pretty crafty. That's pretty trusting of my handwriting, but I will do it. Okay, let's see if we can get this one. Yeah, because I knew it would need some extra trimming here in order to make it work. So let's actually go like in and in. I'm just gonna like, whatever, who cares, on that. Okay, yes. Yeah, new connections are the best. Oop, nope, I can do it even more. Okay, so we're good on that one. This one I can go like, let's just do this. So I know that this can go to about here. Blech, maybe I'll just do that. You know what? That works. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yes. Okay, so we are going to poke a hole through this guy and get it on there. Okay. Freehand it. Look like the wires. Okay, then I'm going to try that. I'm just going to, we'll try it. We'll freehand it. If it doesn't work out, you know what? There's no such thing as a perfect page. So, we'll go for it. We will go for it. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing I did before, which I just used this to make sure I was placing it in the same like spot as the hole. And then I'm just going to make sure that it's straight on here. Hopefully that's good. And I guess we'll find out if that's good. I'd say so. Okay. So I need my star back. It's going to go on the top. We're going to put that through here. And bingo, bango, done. Okay. So now this is going to swivel, and we've got our journaling. Oh, see? So now this one is good that I started it down far, because if it was up any further, you wouldn't be able to see it. So my journaling talks about convincing Izzy to participate. And then this one over here talks about that this is just going to be like a new annual tradition for our family. So that is the journaling, that is the photos. All I need to do, I'm going to go ahead and adhere the one to the back side of this one, since this page is done. And then this one will get adhered afterwards. And I want to try this. Oh gosh, here we go. We're going to do this. We're going to draw some lines to make it look as though there are strings around them. Sure. So we'll just go for it. Okay, so there's one. And we'll do this one. Which can go around. the opposite side. Sure. Okay. And then we'll do this one. Go up and around and down. So, cool. Good enough. Good enough for me. All right, so let's adhere you. Let's get you down. Then we'll move on to bonus stuff. Cool, cool. Yes, we are documenting costume dinner night, Tashi. And I was telling everybody how, like, Izzy, I had to convince her to do it by bribing her with her grandpa. Sending a picture to her grandpa, who she loves. That's the joy, I think, in being like a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle, is that, like, eventually, like, kids are not always, like, super into, like, doing everything their parents say, but they sure do want to do everything their grandpa or their aunts and uncles say. So there is that. Okay, let's get you straight. There we go. Okay, so we've got this one is finished, and that turned out really cool. I really like it. Okay, awesome. So that is going to do it for my I keep wanting to say December daily. Like, you guys, I am in total holiday confusion. So yes, that's going to do it. So we've got this one that I need to add journaling to for here. Boop. Right, so we've got this one done. We've got this one that needs journaling, and then we've got this one that has journaling because I typed it, because that's, yeah, that's good. All right, cool. So I'm going to put this to the side, and we're going to get out the other projects that I want to work on for today. And we'll go from there. So let me just clear off some of this garbage that I don't care about and move this. All right. So put that over there for now. And all of this. Okay. I don't need my pokey tool anymore. Have you been in Target? I haven't been in Target for maybe 2 weeks. But yeah. We actually went to Home Depot today because Aaron promised Izzy that he would get her one of those, like, blow up yard decorations for Halloween. So we went to go find one, and they didn't have any, but they did have all their Christmas stuff out in, like, you know, a tiny itty bitty section of Halloween stuff. So yeah, that was weird to walk into a store and have, like, Christmas trees everywhere. Yeah. 4 aisles of Christmas. Yeah, it's wild. It's so wild. Okay, so here we go. Bonus pages. I'm gonna take a drink, you guys, because oh, okay. So here we go. This first one is a page that I'm going to put into Jonah's story album. So I love, whenever I can, I love using 2x2 pockets. So, oh, you know what else I need to do is get my fuse tool, because we're going to be fusing up pockets for both of these next spreads. So let me grab that. Where am I going to plug it in? That is the question. We'll figure it out. I can probably unplug my phone for a little bit and it won't die. So, yes, let me tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to grab my fuse tool. So, this one, again, is inspired by one of the Colorcast Designs titles that I got from the Halloween collection this year. It says Tricks and Treats. And then I also got a couple of ephemera pieces from my friend Audrey, which were, one of them was this awesome, like, Halloween frame, and then this little skeleton guy, which is so cute. So I loved these 3 pieces together. So I wanted to come up with the spread to document a portion of, like, our celebrations this year that Jonah was in on. So I have, like, a couple of other bits and pieces here. And what I decided to do was to talk about booing our friends and our family this season. And so I have some little pictures in addition to this one big picture of when we were out and about, Jonah came with us and helped to boo everybody. So I thought that this would be a fun story of like, this was your first time booing, to go in his album. So that is the picture. I also typed up my journaling already on one of the In a Creative Bubble cards that came in the recent Halloween kit. Excuse me. I don't know what it's called, the newest kit, but it came from that one. And I liked the orange that was on here. So that's why I chose this specific card, because I like the pops of the orange and black based on the colors of the frame. Then I have this paper, which is from the, I believe it is the Pebbles. It's one of the Pebbles papers. Does it say on here? Nope, I must have cut off the portion where it said it. But it's got ghosts on one side and it's striped on the other. So that's going to be my out of the pocket page. And I also loved the branding strip still on it, because I like how it says boo up at the top. I think that's so cute. And we're talking about booing, so that had to stay. So then I went into my stash to find some things to fill a 2x2 pocket. And what I've got here, I should probably get one of my embellishment trays out so I can corral all this stuff. Okay, so I've got some like typewriter phrases that I'm going to add to each of, not each, but to some of the photos here. Then I have 6 additional photos that I printed, some that's like us in the car, some of the bags that we dropped off, one of like Izzy running away, another one of the kids at the door, me, and then one that we left at the door. So these are all the little photos that are going to fill in the slots. Then I've got a couple of 2x2 papers that I have just had like floating around. One is this stripe one, and one is this stars with the branding strip still on the bottom, but I like the way that it looks. So I'm thinking I'm going to add this boo to you on top there. I'm going to add this pumpkin pail, which is also, you know, one of the ephemera that went with the other pack, on top of the stripes here. I've got this boo, actually it's not boo, there's a couple pieces in here. So one of them is from a digital piece that says 31 and it looks like a rosette. But I like the boo on top of it because it gives like a scalloped edge and I think that's cute. And again, you know, boo. And then the back side, I'm going to put this ghosts and goblins at your door thing. This was also from a digital kit. So that's going to go here. And then I've got this one, these two actually, that are again from that from the In a Creative Bubble kit that just released. So this one says all things pumpkin, or embracing all things pumpkin. This one says double double, toil and trouble. So my plan is to put some of these pieces back to back so that when I go to work on the back side of this, I'm thinking I may tell a story of this year potentially, or maybe a craft or something else that we're doing. This might be the spread that I work on next week as a bonus. So I just have a couple of pieces that match the shape to make it easy to fill in later. Then I also have these little sprinklets, which are like candy corns and pumpkins and spider webs that I want to do a couple of shaker pockets on here with. So, woo, that's what we're doing here. That's my plan. Now we're gonna see how it all comes together for real. So let's just jump right into it. And fuse tool. I don't want to forget my fuse tool. So I just need to run over to my craft cabinet to grab it. And then we will be good to go. If I was really thinking, I would have set this up before I turned you guys on, but that is okay. We are live after all, right? We are live. Okay. You know, I don't know the last time that I saw the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Or if I've ever seen the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Like, I probably need to watch that, like, really soon. Because a lot of people love that movie, and I probably would too. So I need to watch it. All right, let's move some things around so we can plug this guy in, and we'll go from there. What else? Oh, you guys want to know? You guys want to know what I'm drinking? I always have something. So I was laughing with Tashi yesterday. So we recorded was it yesterday? What is today? Today's Thursday. Yes, yesterday we recorded an episode for our coming podcast, which if you guys don't know, Tashi and I are starting a podcast together, which I have some really exciting things to talk to you about in regards to. Actually, let me plug this in and then I will. Let me just sneak that while I go down here and plug this. Oh. All right. There we go. Okay, so let's get that warmed up. Now, podcast. Woo! So, Tashi and I just recorded an episode last night with Allie Edwards and Lisa Varshine and Jess Forrester, all about December Daily. And we got to the end of the episode, or like the end of our chat with them, and Tashi was like, she's like, man, I need to she's like, this has been so exciting, and I need to go have myself a cider and go to bed. And I was like, girl, you're telling me you haven't had a cider the whole time? I was like, I've been drinking my beer the whole time. So anyway, what I have right now is an Imperial Russian Stout, and it's really good. But I probably, I'll probably sip it 3 times. You know what's a fun fact about a lot of beers is they actually taste better if you let them warm up a little bit. If they're not super cold. So I don't mind it if it gets warm while I sit here. Oh, look how cute that is. Okay, so some of this is going to be too big, so I need to trim it. So, podcast. So Tashi and I are starting a podcast. It is called the Scrappy Sisters, or the Scrappy Sisters podcast, but the Scrappy Sisters. And because she and I are the Scrappy Sisters. And it is going to be about all things scrapbooking. And I'm so excited about it. So we have recorded a number of episodes at this point, and our plan is for it to be a bi-weekly show, a bi-weekly show, and a little bit off the top, a little bit off the bottom, and it officially launches, you ready for this? Tomorrow. So, as of tomorrow, you guys will be able to listen to us, chat to each other, and laugh and giggle and talk. All things scrapbooking starting tomorrow. I'm so excited. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right? So we submitted our show to iTunes yesterday, to Apple iTunes, and they told us it would take 5 to 7 days. No, 3 to 5 business days for us to be approved. And then Tashi got home from work today and we already got our approval. We literally submitted it last night at 10 o'clock at night and we already got our approval. So that was so exciting. So it is launching tomorrow. You will be able to listen to the first 3 episodes all at once. So the first 3 are going to come out all at once tomorrow. So there'll be one that's kind of like an introduction to the podcast, what it's all about, who we are, kind of thing. The second episode is a deep dive into our creative journeys, as of right now, mine and Tashi's. And then the third episode is all about our favorite crafty things, our favorite crafty tools. So all 3 are going to launch all at once tomorrow. Then, I need to punch this. Then we will be releasing every other Tuesday. So the next episode will come out next Tuesday. So you're going to get us on Friday, and then you're going to get another one on Tuesday that's all about gratitude documenting. And then, is that right? Tashi, am I right? Yes, I'm right. And then after that, it'll be every 2 weeks on Tuesdays. So, holy cow, you guys, we are ridiculously excited, and at the same time, it doesn't feel real to call ourselves podcasters. It's so wild. It's so wild. So I hope you guys will check us out. If you would like to find a direct link to that podcast, so that you don't have to like go on and search and do all the hard work. We will have a link available to you on our Mighty Network. Now, the Mighty Network is like a free, it's kind of like a social media channel, but not really. It's the best way I can describe it, if you're not a part of it, is it is like a Facebook group. It is free for you to join. But there are no advertisements. There are, like, you click on the app opens, and it's as if you're just in the Facebook group. Like, there's no like, it's just it doesn't work at all the same way as Facebook or as Instagram. It's very community based, which is awesome. So like, it's more having conversations and less of just like me and Tashi sharing our things. Like, you guys also get to share with us, which is super cool. And we love it because we then get to know you guys better as well while you are getting to know us better. So it's really cool. We do all of the links to like our lives and all of that stuff we put over there just as a home base for them. And then we do not every Friday, but most Fridays, we do a crafty Zoom hangout where you just get to pop on Zoom and hang out with us for the night, just for like an hour. It's usually, I can't remember if it's usually 9 to 10 or if it's 8:30 to 9:30, it's something in there. Usually Tashi is the one who sets up the hosting for that. And we just have a great time. So the link to our podcast, you will be able to find the direct link on the Mighty Network. And the Mighty Network, you can find a direct link to it in the description box below this video. So if you want to pop over there and join us, which we would love, then that's where you can find it. So hopefully, yes, hopefully we can, see you guys over there and connect. And I really, really, really hope that you guys enjoy what we have planned for the podcast. Like, it's so crazy and cool. So, yes. All right. So, yes. Yes. So, who said that? Is it Tracy? April and Tracy. So technically, yes, since you guys are here, you guys get the scoop, right? So actually, the podcast is actually technically live right now. All right, you guys, I think we're back. Are we good? Yep. All right, so we are not fusing. Okay, do you guys remember when I was like, hey, I'm going to plug my fuse tool in, and I think it's not going to die, but it might die. I didn't know. Actually, I thought my phone was fully charged, so. But I'm glad you guys are all here, so yay, thanks for sticking around. Oh, that was so stupid. All right. Well, then, okay, you guys, I'm sweating. I'm sweating so badly. Okay. You guys, I cannot have a single week without something. Maybe it is just because it's October, right? Like, or maybe it's just because I'm a total noob at this thing. Whatever the case, I cannot catch a break. So that is that. All right, let's get back to this. So we're not going to fuse. I'll just fuse later. And then you guys will see it later. So that'll be great. Okay. So, okay, what do you guys think of this little, like, cluster down here? I kind of like it. I think it looks cool. I might add some twine, like, punch that and add some twine. This will just slide in and out. I'm going to leave that to the side and think about it. All right, so let's just cluster these guys up real quick. Oh my gosh, it's all the excitement, you guys. I'm like literally dying. Okay. Organic. Oh my god. Yeah. October has been a month, you guys. So like, what was it last week when the announcement went out for the prep party? Like right before? Like seriously, it's just that it's October. That's got to be it. That's what I'm blaming it on. 100%. 100%. Okay, let's make sure. Well, actually, it doesn't matter if you are upside down because you go in wherever I want you to go. So we're going to put you in that away and that away. Okay. Well, here's the funny thing. So Tashi does lives and always like drops stuff during her lives, which, you know, we all love it. Maybe you guys don't always love that my things like freeze and go bad, but maybe that's just my thing of like technology failing on me. All right. No, last week my chat failed. Yeah, it's always something. It's always something. Okay, so we got that. We're gonna add this guy on here. Ah. Thank you, Caleb. That really means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we're working our butts off and having a great time with it. So it's really fun. And honestly, we couldn't do any of this. We couldn't do any of this if we didn't have the support from our friends like you guys. Like, it really means a lot that that all of you stick with me and Tashi and like hang out with us and breathe into us all of the confidence and the like gusto to go out and try to do these things, because like we could try all we wanted, but really like the only reason any of this is a success is because we have awesome friends like you guys that help hold us up. So yes, thank you. Kate, yes, Brandy did do the illustration of us, which is so crazy. Tashi is friends with like everyone. And someday I will be friends with everyone too. No, I'm just kidding. No, I am friends. But yeah, so Brandy drew it for us, and it was such an honor to have her do that. Like, such an honor. Okay, let me figure out where I want to put these guys. So we've got our things there. I'm putting sequins here and here. That's the plan. So let's just go like that. I'd say that's probably good. Or I could do this. No, I'm putting this there, that there. Cool, that works. And then I need to figure out where to put these. What? Oh, Lisa. Lisa, thank you. That is the kindest thing. I do not deserve it because I literally just like totally failed on you guys and had everything like die. But that is the... You are so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Tashi is shameless. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But you know what? Couldn't we all be a little bit more shameless? I think so. It would probably do us all good. Okay, we're going to do spooky here. I don't want two of these on this, so let's go I Love Candy there. Cool, that looks good. I know, we all... So here's what you do. You just need to get yourself a friend. Lisa, who said that? Who said they couldn't? Martha. Get yourself a friend who is shameless, like Tashi, you know, and she'll hook you up. No, it's funny. But it does. You know, sometimes it is really scary because, like, I am fairly introverted and pretty reserved. And so sometimes, like, social things or reaching out to people can be kind of, like, nerve-wracking. Like, it is kind of scary sometimes. But I feel like, for me, like, once I just started doing it, then it became much easier. And a lot of times, like, especially in the crafting community, right, when we're reaching out to each other, it's usually to say, like, really nice things, like, you know, I love the work that you're doing, or, you know, this story really resonates with me, or, you know, whatever it is. And those are the types of conversations that spark connection, which makes it worth it in the end. You know, it just totally makes it worth it. So yes, so get yourself a shameless friend, and every once in a while, get outside of your comfort zone. That is my advice. So, thank you guys for all going over there and subscribing. I'm so curious to see, like, to hear what you guys think of it. If you do listen to it and you love it, well, I mean, if you do listen to it and you hate it too, like, it doesn't matter if you love it or if you hate it, but definitely if you have a time, or, you know, if you have a moment of your time, to leave us a review and let us know, like, what you think of it. Let us know if you have like any suggestions. We're always open to ideas of like who you guys would like to hear us talk about, or part of the podcast is just Tashi and I talking to each other about different topics dealing with scrapbooking. So if there's ever a topic that you would like to hear us talk about, let us know. You know, we're just your crafty friends that are sitting behind our mics having conversations so that we can all like feel a little bit closer. Cool. So there's that. So these are going to be this, which, you know, I'm not doing that right now, but that's going in there. So that is that. Let's move on to this. Yes. Thank you, Tashi. So yes, we have in our Mighty Network, we have a group or a section where we talk about podcast stuff, or we will. So if you have any suggestions, definitely pop them over to us over there. All right, so how do I want to do this? Let's see what kind of space I have on the back here. Actually, lots of space. Cool. So let's do this. Oh, thank you, Mary. You're, yeah. Again, you know, I just will reiterate that, you know, Tashi and I like to open the doors and invite everybody in, but like you guys help us make these things what they are, which is the best part of this scrappy community, is just, you know, that like we have these big ideas, and I love that you guys come and join us on all our adventures. Like it's such a privilege to have you guys along with us. It's such a privilege. Okay. So this looks good to me, I think. So let's do this. Wait, what? You guys had... Huh? Yes. Are you guys talking about... Yes. Wait, where did you say it? Okay, yeah. So, Caleb, I remember the first time you reached out to me and you told me that, and I was just like, what? No, like, yeah, this community, I think, needs as many voices as it can possibly get, because in diversifying, in having people from different walks of life, people from different sexual orientations, people of different colors, like, having all of these stories constantly surrounding us from all different walks of life, from all different perspectives of life, I think is what gives beauty to the world and what gives beauty to the experience of being alive. It allows us to understand as much as we can different experiences that people go through, and many of those things, you know, we won't. Like I am a cisgender woman. I will never understand fully what it means to be a male. But by having male voices, it allows us to learn and grow from those who are not like us. And I think that is like one of the most wonderful things about being in a community of storytellers, is that we are surrounded by that. So no, Caleb, I love that you are a part of this community, and I love that you are here sharing your stories too. And I will always and constantly encourage and badger you to tell your stories and to share them with us, because I think that is how we as a community learn and grow. So, yes, there you go. There's some crystal talks for you. Okay, so we've got this. I am going to add this little guy on here. So I'm going to get part of his arm, part of his leg, and then like half of his body here. Sure. We're just going to wing it and see what happens. Yeah, we got arm and we got leg. Okay, so let's see if I can get that positioned there again. Okay, we're gonna try that. Hopefully that works. So we got our little skeleton dude. I think I did it too far over. Nope, we're good. Cool. So both of these are interactive, which I love. You guys know me. I love interactive things. That's like, if I can make anything, it's it's gonna be interactive because that's what I love. It's so funny because I didn't really understand interactive scrapbooking before I got into December Daily. And then I got into December Daily last year. I think last year was the first year I did like tons of interactive stuff. And I loved it so much that I remember when the season was ending, I was like, well, I don't want this to be a conversation, what was I saying? Literally, Tashi, I just read the word conversation and said that out loud as I was in the middle of a thought. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I don't want this to be a trend, the interactive scrapbooking. I don't want this to be a trend that just dies with December Daily. So why can't I bring it into my everyday scrapbooking? And so that's what I love to do. Like, I am in general a hybrid scrapbooker, but a large reason for that is because I love interactive scrapbooking and I want to just do it all the time. So yes. So when you are watching me scrapbook, you are more than likely going to see some interactive stuff. Yes. Cool. All right. So Tricks and Treats is going to go there. I think I'm again just going to leave it the neutral color because I like how I like the texture that it has on the page and that it's different than the white. So I feel like that helps it to pop off. Whereas if I colored it, I feel like it would blend in or it would make things too busy. So I'm not going to do that. What I will do though, because this is interactive, but for no reason. So I need to think about what do I want to do with this? Yeah, let's think about that. I could put another picture on the back. I could, also this is bothering me that there's a white line, so let's trim a tiny piece off of this. So yeah, I could put a picture on the back. I don't know if I have anything else to say journaling wise. So I could also just add pattern paper to the back. And then maybe put some kind of like ephemera on here. That could be fun. So, oh, hey, Heba. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad you came. And it's okay. Don't worry. You missed out on me. You missed out on my phone dying while I was recording. And like everything going nuts. Also, the other thing that I don't know if you'll be able to scroll up and read the comments up above, but the other thing we talked about is that Tashi and my podcast is officially live. We're doing our launch tomorrow, but it is at this point available to listen to if you search it in iTunes. But tomorrow is the official launch of it, so that's really exciting. And I think that's pretty much all that you've really missed, other than me, yeah, fluffing around trying to make something work over here. So, okay. All right, so now I gotta think about this. What do I do with this tag that I had no intentions of making interactive, but here it is? What do I do with it? Add a picture, add, let me see what I've got ephemera-wise. Ooh, like maybe, here's what we could do. What if we just took Trick or Treat and added it to the back? Does that fit? Because why not? Schitt's Creek is so good. It's so good. Erin and I have been like watching it on and off when we need to have a good laugh about stuff. I love that show. I think we're in season 3, so we're not very far. Yeah, I'm just adding Trick or Treat. But yeah, it's so good. Such a good show. Because I'm like, what the heck? You know what? I need to do it this way. Just in case it's not totally even, we'll go like that. There they are. So the other day, Aaron said something to me. I don't even remember what we were talking about. But he said something like, I don't know, something snarky. I don't even know what it was. It was just, he said something to me and I did the Alexis, like, oh, you're so cute. Like, that's just so cute. I love it when she responds, like, instead of saying no, how she's like, yeah, that's so cute. Anyway, it was funny. We had a good laugh about it. And he told me to stop after that. It's fun. I love all those characters. They're just all so good. That show, they did a fabulous job with their, like, casting and the way that they acted all the parts. Okay, yeah, see, that'll work, right? Just trick or treat on the back. Maybe I'll stick something on the front. I could just put that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yes, Millie. Millie, you need to watch it. You need to watch it. Cozy Kit. I want to do a spread about our house. Kate, that's a great idea. I'm such a fan of the 2x2 pockets. In fact, I use them so much that I had to buy a pack of just the 2x2s. Because I use them all the time and I love them. One of my favorite spreads, and I think it's going to turn out being one that I do all the time, like maybe once a year or maybe even twice a year. I did a spread for Isabella where I took pictures of her artwork and I shrunk it down into the 2x2 size and added it into all the pockets and then did a spread all about that. So I had like a big picture of her and then 2x2 pockets of all of her, thank you, Avital. Thank you. Yes, here's to diversity and inclusion. Yes, 100% yes. Way more than that. Thank you, Mary. You guys are awesome. No, but seriously, yes. We have to be inclusive. And we just, okay. How many episodes are about December Daily? Oh, 2. There'll be 2 episodes about December Daily. Heba. So the 2 that will come out in November are December Daily, and then everything else is not. So, and the 2 that are coming out are roundtables, so it's us interviewing people about December Daily. Okay. Have a good night, Caleb. So glad you were able to make it. I seriously appreciate it. Okay. Seriously appreciate it. Okay, so, oh, you know what? I never even stuck this down. Let's stick this down. And then we'll do the rest. Yes, so the 2x2 artwork pages. Yeah. I'm sure you guys have probably all seen it. I have a process video here on YouTube for it. And it was awesome. I loved it as a way to, like, to preserve her artwork in photos. So I'm like, if I did that, like, even if I did it once a year, it would kind of show me the progression of her art through the years. And then I'm like, if I did it, because Izzy is an artist. That's what she wants to be when she grows up, which she tells me in her 5-year-old, she's 5. So she wants to be an artist when she grows up. And I forgot what I was saying. So my lights kind of went weird. So, okay, hopefully, oh yeah, lights are on, so we're good. So yes, she wants to be an artist, and I think it would be just really fun to just keep track of that stuff as she ages, because it's really fun. I know that Heba, your daughter, is really into art as well. Do you have any specific projects that you use to document her art with? As I know I see it sometimes in your, I don't know if it's in your project life or it's in your traveler's notebooks, but I'd be curious because her art's amazing. Okay, we need some ribbon, some twine. Nope, I'm going with orange and black. Yes, that's what we're doing. And I think I'm going to do a couple of these. Ooh, who just finished Sabrina? And all 3 seasons. Yes, Daisy, isn't it so good? It's so good. It's like a spooky show, but it's like, oh, I'm so mad that there's only 1 more season left. Which, yeah, I'm so mad. And on top of that, I want to watch it right now. Like, I don't want to wait. Oh, hi, Barbara. Glad you're here too. And Laura Lee. Thank you. You guys, I don't care. It doesn't matter if you're early or late or watch the replay or never watch it all. But I'm always just so grateful to have you guys here. And I just, yeah, in any form or fashion, your guys' support is just awesome. And one of the things that totally keeps me going. Okie dokie. Nope, I want you on top. All right, so that is that. So the question is, do I need anything else, or are we just good with that? It's so cute. I like how it turned out. So the only other thing I'm going to do to this off camera is add these little like sprinklet sequins into these two pockets. And I will fuse them closed so that it all holds. And the reason I'm not going to do that now is because if you weren't here like 30 minutes ago, I unplugged my phone to plug in my fuse tool and then my phone died. So we're just gonna have to wait on that. Cool, so that is that. This comes out, we've got journaling, and then this comes out and we've just got some like funness there. Oh, do I add something to this? Does it bother anybody else that there's literally nothing on this tag? Or is it just me? Let's just see. Let's just flip through and see what we got. I love him, but he probably won't fit. You know, we'll put him to the side. We'll see. This, okay, how about if you're here? This, I saw you use these on that traveler's notebook, and now I finally know how to use them because I loved your page where you use these. So I am hoarding these now until I have a page that I can use them in the same way. Thank you for your inspiration, because I've had those since last year and just haven't been able to figure out what to do with them. No. These are all my Dia de los Muertos guys. Spooky. I mean, that's okay. We'll see. We shall see. All right. Witch's hat is, no. They're cute too, but they are too big. And, okay, so that may, ooh, maybe the ghost. So the ghost is cute. Okay, and we'll give one pop through of these. This ghost is super cute too, but too big. So I have purple hair today. Mary, thank you. You guys, you're trying to overwhelm me again. Let's not do this. Mary, thank you. And I love purple hair. My mom did purple hair once, and it was so cool. It was so cool. I would love to do my hair color sometime. I'm just so chicken. I'm so chicken to do it. But purple hair is awesome. Thank you. I like the ghost. You know what? Millie, you're right. You're right. I don't even know I'm still looking through this stuff. Like, forget it. Forget it. Forget it. You're so right. Yes, we're doing the ghost because we're booing people. And look at that. He pokes out. Okay, done. Done and done. Plus, I've had him for too long. He's too cute to have for so long. I know there's, a lot of people will hoard things that are super cute, and I always just feel guilty when I hoard things that are super cute because I feel like they deserve to be on a page. So I try to use all the things I love. And that, oh, look it! Oh my gosh, you guys. I love it. Okay. Okay, so there we go. There is page number 1 here that just needs sequins. And that one will be done. So I'm going to add those after my live, and then this page will be done. But super cute, and thank you to Jessica Upton of Colorcast Designs, because without these like wood veneers, I don't think I would have thought to make pages like these this year, and that would be a sad thing because I love these. So let me grab my other one, and we'll get started on this one. So that one was orange and black themed. This one is going to have purple and green, which I thought would be really fun because I love purple as a Halloween color. And also, I know that there's like a stigma against purple in the scrapbooking community, but it's perfect for Halloween, you guys. It's perfect. So let's do this. I just need to like clear a few things off here because I can't work in a messy space. So we will do this, and like, forget you, fuse tool. You can just get on out of here. Yeah, who needs you? All right, here we go. Candy corn hair. Who has candy corn hair? My son's girlfriend currently has candy corn hair. What? Oh no, did I just freeze again? No. Oh God, okay. I'm gonna be having heart attacks for the rest of the night about freezing. Okay, so here is this one, and this one I need advice. So I'm glad we got to this because I need advice. So this one is again a second 2x2 pocket page because I love them. But this one is going to be front and back. So it's going to, like, you'll see through to the backside page, which is all of this stuff here. Also, I have these coasters that are from the Target Dollar Spot, and I'm going to try cutting them apart and adding them into some of the 2x2 pockets, because I think it would be really cool to have like some web here and then some web here, because why not? And like use what you got. So we're gonna do that. So this one is all about selfies that Izzy and I take together over the Halloween season. Oh, sorry. So I've got, again, the last of the wood veneer family from the Halloween kit is Got Candy. So we're using this one as our title. Then again, I got some pieces from my friend Audrey. She sent me like a happy mail that was Halloween themed. And two of the items in it, apart from what we just used on that last spread, was this cat, which I love, and also this purple and gold and like blue sequin mix, which is like super cool. It's all these jewel tones. It's called Jewel of the Nile, and it's from Spiegelman's Scraps. But it is amazing. So I want to use as much of the sequins as I can. And I'm actually going to use this entire packet, but again, I don't have a fuse tool, so we'll have to do that part off screen, but I'll show you the ones I'm going to put it in. I've also got this like purple acetate star here that I've just had it for a long time with no use for it, so we're going to use it here. I printed off a couple of the in a creative bubble pieces. So I have the moon and this like little bit of magic. I thought the moon color went well with the sequin mix, so that goes in. And then I've also got this like black cat, and the reason he has a hole in his head like that is because he was a tag from something that I bought. And I kept it because it was cute, so that's going to go in here as well. Then I've got a load of pictures. So the main one, which is going to go on this side, and this is where I need advice. The main picture is this one of me and Izzy in our witches' hats. So there you can see the purple and the green that inspired the color of this spread. Plus, it goes with the purple sequins and the purple star. So we're going with it. And then I've got the cat, which is just cute because we like cats in our house. So I have two options for backgrounds, and I can't decide what to do. So the first one, and maybe what I need to do is kind of lay out what this is going to look like. So let me do this one over here. Actually, I'll do this first because this is just stick it in pockets. Although, do I have a pocket page that looks like that right now? I may not, so I might just have to use like not you. Oh, I do. Yes, I have a whole bunch of them. Yes, amazing. I forgot I just got these. Ooh, sorry for the rustling. These are the ones I use more than any other pocket page ever, are the two with the 3x4 on top and the 4x6 on the bottom. Those are my go-to for a lot of these story albums. So what I've got, this is a card from the In a Creative Bubble kit, and it comes with orange writing. I just picked up the color of our hat and I recolored the numbers, so they are purple instead. So that one is easy and pretty much done. I may add some embellishment to it, we'll see. Then I've got this Keep Calm and Eat Candy, which is from an Allie Edwards October Story by the Month kit. I think it's from last year's one. And then I have this piece of painted paper, which is actually from last year. Izzy and I did some like painting together, some watercoloring together for like a Halloween project, and I kept the page that we painted all over and cut it up into different pieces, and this is the last piece I've got of it. So it's a 3x4. I'm going to add this right on top, and then that's going to be my other card. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to like save some of the, especially if it's abstract, to save some of the art that we work on and cut it to pieces and use it as cards in my pages, especially because that, what do I want to say, because it makes it very custom to what you're working with. So this just so happened to have the right colors to go with this kit, and it allows me to use this other piece right here. So that is going to be this pocket page that's behind the 2x2s. So I'm going to do that because some of it we're going to see as we're looking through it. So we're going to have the star in the middle, and then I'm going to do sequins, 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 sequins. So they'll be kind of like down the side, right? Then we're going to do our cat over here and our circle over here. And then we've got a bunch of these photos that go in the pocket. Okay, so that's kind of like colors where you can see the purple and the orange and all that goodness. So then for, I wonder if I just did the wrong side. Well, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. For the other side, I am going to add some paper. So I either need, I'm leaning towards either this spider web with these orange and black spiders on it, right? And then I've got the photo of Izzy and I. I have all of these bits and pieces that I can just like layer in here, like wherever they want to go, which of course I need some purple and probably orange, like whatever. This is just me doing this. Oh, and we've got, and we're going to have black, right? We're going to have some black web. So cool. And then I've got this title and the cat. So let's get the cat and the title. So this has a very similar look to the last one I just did because we've got like the ephemera piece and the got candy, you know, kind of like that. So we've got either the white and black with spiders, or we have orange and black stripe, which of course then this one wouldn't work, but I could use something else, like maybe this black can go in there instead. Maybe it says like happy. So what do you guys think? Do we go with spider web or stripe? What do you think? And while you guys debate it, I'm going to catch up on your, chat here. Purple. Yeah, people say that purple is like the, what do they call it? I don't even know. There's a term for it. Do lives after. So, Brandy, my plan is to continue doing lives on Thursdays, at least until the end of the year, and then when we get to the end of the year, we'll have to decide, like as a community, if there is content that you would still like to see from me, because if there is, I actually really enjoy doing the Thursday night lives. So for the time being, I am planning to finish my October daily with you guys, and then in December, I have a couple of December like Christmas type videos planned. So they might not all be December daily. Some of them will be, but some of them will not be. And in November, Thanksgiving I will not do a live video because it's Thanksgiving. And the first Thursday in November is November 5th. And I'll actually pose it to you guys for November 5th. That is the day that my product play class goes live for Allie Edwards. So you're already going to get like a ton of content from me on that Thursday the 5th. So do you guys want to still like do a live and catch up here? Or I'm also totally fine taking that day off and letting you guys just take the class and consume all of that content there, because there's a lot of it. But you know, if you guys are still interested in showing up and like doing this thing, we can totally do it. I do have like the 2 Thursdays after that planned, and then in December I will do, you know, whatever that day's December daily spread is. I will do that live with you guys, and then most likely most likely I will want to do some extra pages with you, just like I do for October daily, because going into December, most of my album will be like this, where it's pretty much done. Okay, so you guys are saying spider. Okay, we'll go with spider. I see a lot of spiders. Okay, let's go with spider. So, yeah, that is my plan for lives. So, Sherry, for December daily pages, yes, I will be prepping most of my album, if not all of my album, in advance. Now, I am a part of the product play class. I am a contributor to the product play class. So, in that particular class, I am doing 5 spreads. So it's 5, it's technically my title page and 4 stories. So I will already have 4 of my 25 days prepped from that class. Then I am also hosting the prep day with Tashi. And in that, I will have another 2 pages. 2 pages? 2 pages prepped, because I'm going to do 2 more pages for the prep party. So that's 6 of my 25. And then after that, I really like to wait for, I'm going to try and work on this while I talk to you guys. I really try to wait for the product play classes to come out, because I like to scrap lift and alter some of the ideas that they have. So that is definitely going to be part of it, is I would like to try out some of the things that they're going to share, but I don't actually know what it is they're making quite yet. So once that happens, I will probably do some of that. And then, you know, from there, there's that. So I will be prepping pages on my YouTube throughout the month of November. And then by the time we get to December, my plan is to have pretty much all of my album ready to go. Yes, which I know is kind of crazy, but you know, it's just how I work. So that being said, when we get to December and when we're doing, you know, live videos, I will probably not have, like, the spread of the day won't take me forever, hopefully. And then that allows me the opportunity to do some other, like, side projects with you guys, which is going to be really fun. So, yes. I hope that I answered your question there. So, another fun fact. I do not usually scrapbook like this. Like, this is very traditional scrapbooking for me. And I don't really know what I'm doing, so that's fun. Like, I don't do layers like this. Okay. That's probably fine. Okay, but I do have this, which I thought would be fun, to add like a strip of this like orange in here. Let's do it. Why not? Yeah, I am so excited for you guys to like do all the product play and the prep party. Like, we're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna have so much fun with all of you. Cannot wait. The name of our podcast is The Scrappy Sisters. That's what you can search it. You're sending me all the good... Yeah, Tashi, I feel like this is very out of my element. It's definitely not going to be like super elaborate, because that's just hard. It's hard for me. Okay. So, I know we're putting Kitty down here. He's going there. And Got Candy is going there. So we're probably good on the bottom portion. It's just up here. Do we like that? You know what? Yes, we're just going to do it. Going for it. And nothing needs to pull out of this because I already have my journaling somewhere else. So this one is not going to be interactive. And I'm okay with that. So let's just like throw some tape on there. Yeah. All right. Whoop. Okay. But, oh yeah, for sure I will. Yep, I for sure will. So, let me see if I missed. December daily is coming. Yep. Okay, so let me pose to you guys, and you guys tell me what you think. For the 5th of November, remember, have you guys ever seen, this is a tangent. Have you guys ever seen, shoot, what's it called? Oh, I love the movie. I got to think about what it's called. When he goes, remember the 5th of November. Does anybody know that? V for Vendetta. There it is. Has anybody seen that movie? I love that movie. Did I say thank you? No. Oh. Thank you, Aaron. Anyway, 5th of November. So, yes, remember the 5th of November. So, which, hey, you guys, remember the 5th of November, because that's the day that my content is live. In the prep party. Or not in the prep party, in product play. Man, there's too many PPs in there. So, PPs. Sorry. Wow. Okay, don't mind me. So what's your guys' stance? What do you think? Should I tell Aaron? Tashi said to go play board games.
What do you think I'm doing, Tashi?
Anyway, so what do you guys think? Should I skip the live on the 5th, or should I do the live on the 5th? What do you guys think? What do you think? Because I'm at a crossroads. I don't really know what to do. Whether to keep it or to skip it. Because there's that. I mean, depending on how the 3rd, too many PPs in DD. Yes. Depending on how the 3rd rolls out, I mean, maybe we all could use a little, like, scrappy happy time. Hopefully we can just have, like, a party about it. But, if you guys, so the thing is, like, all of my content will be done. Like, it's already going to be done. So, you know, there's not much work in it. It's just, like, how much do you guys actually want to hear from me in a day? Is more the real question. Because, yeah. Because I don't mind. So, and in my calendar, I had it as like a, I don't know, you know, like, yes or no, I don't know. So, you guys let me know if you, cool. How is that a question? Perfect. So, if I do it, I will definitely let you guys know beforehand. Maybe I'll just leave it kind of up in the air for now, but just know that aside from potentially that day and Thanksgiving, you can pretty much count on me for Thursdays, at least until the end of the year. And then we'll talk. Then we'll figure out what we want to do moving forward as the group of us, as the collective. Because I actually really enjoy doing these lives with you guys. You know, it's super fun to, like, talk to you guys about all the crafty stuff and, like, have a reason to do something that's really, that I am filming it, which is nice. Like, this, you know, this is filmed and I don't have to edit it, and that makes it really nice. But also, like, because of these lives, I feel like I'm getting all of these, like, extra things done and having such a fun time with it. Because I overplan the stuff that I plan to do, and then it doesn't take very long. Okay, so that is going to be this side of the page. I think that turned out really cute. So this one is going to be easy because we're not doing sequins until I let you guys go. So we will just get this finished up really quick here. First and foremost, we're going to do some photos. We've got that. Cat is see-through to the back. Oh, you know what? Yes. So we're going to do this one and this one up top. And I'll flip it so you guys can see. So let me tell you what all these filters are. So this one that I'm working on right here, I'll pull it up here. This one is spider. It's a spider filter, so it gives you eyes like a spider. And on the back side, we did, like, the cute witch. So that's the one that we did, like, the big picture of us, but we were making that, like, disgusting slime drink. And I just thought it was fitting that she's, like, stirring a cauldron. So, right, yeah, the color cast wood veneer, like, totally inspired all of this, which was really fun. I wasn't sure if I would be able to, you know, if I was going to be able to get it before Halloween. I'm really glad I did. Okay, so then next we have a vampire. We actually have two separate vampire filters. One that's like purple haired. So that's what we would look like with purple hair, which is kind of cool. And then this one that gives you like red eyes and and fangs. It's kind of fun. So that is our next two Snapchat filters, which we're just putting in. Then I don't even know what this is. It's just black and white. But I think it was a Halloween one, but I don't know. There's nothing Halloween about it. But then I have this one that's orange and it gives you like creepy black eyes and it's really cool. So there's that one. So we'll throw that in here. And then the last two, come on, get in the pocket. There we go. Oh, and in case anybody asks, because I do get this question a lot of how do I print out my smaller photos, I use Photoshop and I crop my photos to 2 inches by 2 inches and 300 pixels per inch. Okay, why are we not going down? There we go. And then I put them all on a 6x4 canvas, so they're just on like a page that I can then cut apart and add into my album. So that is how I print them. This one is like a pumpkin one that gives you a crown of pumpkins, and this one is my favorite one, which we already did the bigger scrapbook of it before, which is those ghost. It's the ghost one. It's just so cool. Yeah, that is my favorite filter of the season for sure. Okay, one of these is too fat because it's causing this to buckle. So I think you're okay. So let's just trim a tiny itty bitty piece off. And then you can go down in. All right. So we'll do that and then hopefully it won't. One thing I love about this particular trimmer, this is a tonic trimmer. This one is 6 inches long. I know that I don't think they have, or it's hard to find the 6-inch one. I think there's one that's 8 inches, which is fine too. But I love them because you can trim off the tiniest piece on your pictures and, you know, it doesn't like shred the picture next to it. Tracy, I don't really know what it was called. I just searched, like I did a keyword search for ghost and that was one of the ones that showed up. It wouldn't have been very far in. Like it would have been one of the first couple of ones I looked at. Okay, so there's my photos. This I'm going to add later as well because I'm going to staple it on there after I fuse the pockets shut. So that'll be that. We're going to stick our little cat tag. Like how perfect is that the little cat fits in the 2x2? Like perfect, man. Perfect. Okay, let's get this and this. I also, with that ghost filter, I also took a picture of Izzy and the boy that I homeschool with her, and it is so cool looking. I love how it turned out. Okay, let's do our moon in here. So that gives us that. These are going to be, so these are sequins. And then let's see how this works. Let's give it a try, because why not? All right, so I need small pieces that are going to fit in here. So let's try, I might just do like that. Bye, coaster. Maybe I'll just go all the way up the side, because why not? And yes, this is really thick, so it probably will, I will have to staple it in order for it to stay in there because it's just not going to otherwise. So we'll do that, and then we'll cut this piece off here. And that. Oh, you know what? This doesn't go here. This goes in the middle. Like this is supposed to be corners here. So put that in. Come on. In you go. Here we go. So this is going to go here. This is going to go here, and we're going to staple it in there because that's kind of fun. Why not, right? The ghost filter, we scan your room. That's hilarious. Okay, so we're getting it in there because that is fun. And then, give me my tiny attacher, and we're just going to staple it on because why not? And that's kind of fun, right? It buckles it, but I don't care. Because it just gives me some texture, so why not? And then we'll put this one down in. To there. And staple that one in. Yeah, and then we're going to do sequins down there with the star in the middle. Why not? So here's this page. Here's this page unfinished that will eventually be finished. So we've got the full page here, which will line up with this, with all of these fun beads, which will be really fun and see-through. Yes. And then we'll flip it over. You'll still be able to kind of see the star from the other side. And we've got the other pictures with all the journaling. So I think that that turned out pretty good. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to add anything to these. I'm just going to leave them as is because I don't think they really need anything. They already have bats there. So yeah, I think that does it. Yeah. I printed these just in case I needed extras, and I'll just save them for another time. And with that, I have used up all of my ColorCast Designs wood veneer pieces, so that feels really good too. I think it came with 6 of them. I'm pretty sure. 5 or 6. All right. Well, you guys, let me get this space a little bit picked up and give you guys a chance. Are there any, do you guys have any questions or anything else before I let you go? And if not, then that'll be that. We'll end a little bit early today, which is not always a bad thing, right? So, yes, okay. This I'm just going to keep in there too. We can use it on something eventually. Like this could totally go on a page and like off the edge. You guys. Is that too much? Because that's kind of fun. Okay. We're going to think about this for a second. Thank you, April. That's so kind. I also find myself looking forward to this. Like, it's very, not too much. Do it. Okay, I'm going to do it while you guys are still here. Yeah, I also super look forward to this every week. This is a highlight to my week, to just, like, be here and talk with you guys and hang out. Like, it's such a highlight. So thank you for showing up and, you know, for being here and being my friends. It just, yeah, it means the world. All right, I think my liquid glue is upstairs, so let's just this. Where are you? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I thought I did. Okay, I don't know where my other adhesive went. So once again, I'm going to have to do that off screen because it's upstairs and that's not going to work. So I have to go get my liquid adhesive to glue it on there, but I will add it because that was really cool on the side. So we'll add it. Top left up here. Yeah, I do kind of like that. Yes. Thank you, Mary. Yes. Okay. All right, we're going to do it. So I'm going to stick that on off screen and I'm going to fill all the pockets off screen. And I just want to say a big thank you for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. And I will see you guys again next Thursday live, same time, same place. Hopefully technology mistake free. And if not, you know, we roll with it because that's what we do when we're live. So you guys have a great rest of your night. And if you haven't subscribed already, if you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you as a subscriber to my channel. Like this video if you enjoyed what you saw. And until next time, have a great, great day. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.